Hello everybody, it's Bill's that college football guy here with yet another video. Yeah, you kind of want to lean right now. This is the parking lot where I'm at making a delivery. Not right now though, I gotta wait in the morning. But preview and prediction video, we got another one. And we're talking about the Chippewas of Central Michigan in the MAC Conference. They had an interesting year last year, didn't they? And none of it had to do anything on the field. Well, kind of. Shall we get into this? All right. 4-8 last year, 2024. New head coach Matt Drinkall, gets his first season as head coach of Central Michigan. He was previously the offensive line coach at Army. Previous head coach was Jim McElwain, who announced his retirement after the whole Connor Stallions bit came out. So they basically scrubbed everything. Everybody got let go. It's a whole new staff trying to start things over. How's it going to work out? We're going to see. Offensive coordinator is Jim Chapin. He's beginning his first year as OC and quarterbacks coach at Central Michigan. He was previously the OC and quarterbacks coach at Eastern Washington. Jim McElwain was the previous OC. I think he called his own plays. There's not one formally listed on the team except for him. But either way, it didn't change in here. So Central Michigan with the previous offense was 116th in FBS in total offense. Yikes. Bad. This group, well, let's see here. Eastern Washington, where the new OC coach Chapin comes in from, they were 6th in FCS in total offense. Okay, maybe it's an improvement. We'll see what happens here. Sean Cronin takes over his first year as defensive coordinator or linebackers coach at Central Michigan. He was previously the defensive line coach at Army. Kind of interesting. The head coach and the defensive coordinator, buddy mates from Army, both on the trenches on each side of the ball. Previous DC was Rob Ackey. He's now a special assistant to the head coach at Oregon State. Central Michigan last year ranked 59th in total defense in FBS. So we'll see how this goes. Now, getting the reviewing the players here. Quarterback room, normally the starter is going to get the job, but he didn't exactly light the world on fire. So I think this is an open competition. I could be wrong, Central Michigan fans. Let me know down in the comments. What I'm talking here is we got Joe Lavis, who was the redshirt senior. He was last year's number one, 94 to 160, 1,114 yards, 7 touchdowns, 7 INTs. You also got Ethan Lane, a redshirt sophomore. He could have a shot. Now, he didn't do anything. You also got another quarterback here. Was actually the number 2 on the roster in passing yardage. Jaden Glasser. He was a redshirt freshman. So he was a true freshman last year. 41 to 76, 439 yards, 2 touchdowns, 4 picks. And they have 2 transfers coming in, both from FCS. You got Angel Flores, the junior transfer from Northern Arizona. He only did 12 to 16, 204 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. And then there's Marcus Beeman, the junior transfer from Butte College. 152 out of 232, 2,104 yards, 33 touchdowns, and 5 picks. He made the most of his opportunity. So, we might have a battle here for the starting quarterback job. It's just me. Oh, my damn glasses out the way. It's just me. But we're going to see. Now, the running back room, a lot of lack of game experience, to be honest with you. I mean, we got legitimately 8 guys who got a shot at it, and there's 4 here. Let me double check myself here. 5, 6. Are you kidding? 8 guys, only 2.
A new message has arrived.
I wasn't asking you. I forgot it's 5 o'clock. I'm going to start sending those late night messages crap. Sorry for the interruption, folks. I'm leaving the damn thing in. Of the 8 guys in the... Actually, 9 guys in the running back room. Only 2 have done anything. Anything. Those who haven't anything, Jahavion Callip, the redshirt sophomore. Trey, oh my goodness, Corniet, the redshirt sophomore transfer from Tulane. Makai Jenkins, the redshirt sophomore, holder from Lecture Squad. McKeegan Ferguson, redshirt sophomore. He's actually converting from linebacker. Rocky Van Wensinga, the 4th, the redshirt sophomore, transfer from Iowa. He actually played fullback at Iowa. He's going to be playing fullback here. Jemanuel Tenalui, the redshirt junior. Jason Philpott Dixon, the redshirt junior. Did not record a stat last year. Those who did something, Brock Townsend, the redshirt freshman. He had less than 100 yards rushing. Who did more? Nari Biggins, the redshirt senior. 19 carries, 136 yards, no touchdowns. A little bit concerning about this running back room. So it's going to... experience depth, there really isn't any. So this is going to be an interesting situation here. Wide receiver room, also lacking game experience. You got here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 guys. Yikes. To qualify here. Only 2, 3. 3 did something last year. None of them qualified to do with the major stuff. You've got Braden Tillman Jones, the redshirt sophomore. Tate Vanderleest, the redshirt sophomore. Jordan Kelly, the redshirt junior. Didn't record any stats last year. You also have, two in here. Tyson Davis, the redshirt junior, and Langston Lewis, the redshirt junior. Both missed last season due to injury, so they're coming back. Those who've actually did something, we have 3 total here, but didn't get any stats. Enough stats qualified. Tommy McIntosh, the junior, holder from last year's squad. Kendall Jones, the junior, transfer from Mexico Military Institute. Not enough stats. Did something, but not enough stats to qualify. The only one any and also Colin Payne, the redshirt junior, transfer from Golden West Community College. Nobody had at least 10 receptions FBS, 20 FCS. Nobody. Hey, yikes. That's going to be an issue. Tight end room. Well, we got somebody who did something in this room. We actually got a little bit more than the last one. A grand total of 5 guys who got a legitimate shot in here. You got Rory Callahan. Easy for me to say. Rory Callahan, the redshirt sophomore. You got Jacob Kaminsky, the junior. He missed all last season with an injury, and he actually was granted his medical redshirt, so he stays a junior rather than being a senior this year. They didn't do anything. You've got Decorian Temple, the redshirt junior, and Nathan Van Timmeren, the redshirt sophomore. Both were holdovers from last year's squad. They did less than 10 catches. The other one who did anything, Henry Dryden, the redshirt senior, transfer from South Dakota. 35 receptions, 297 yards, and 6 touchdowns. Going to be interesting there. See how that rolls out. Offensive line. There's some experience in the room, and there's also a lot of younger players in there. It's not as many as I'd like. The younger players are going to have to step up to provide depth here, or this could be a problem if a lot of injuries pop off. All right, get into the defense. Defensive line. Defense is better than the offense. And it's not even close. Defensive line, we legitimately have 11 guys who got a shot in the defensive line rotation. How many here didn't do a damn thing? DJ Bennett, the senior, is the only one, and Dylan Fisher, the senior transfer from Ohio Dominican. Didn't do anything. That's not on there. I couldn't find any stats for him. Let's see here. Those who did stats but didn't qualify for enough. You got Kayshawn Hayden, the redshirt sophomore. Malik Dankins, the redshirt junior. Omar Conde, the redshirt junior. And Jonathan Decker, the redshirt senior. They're all holdovers from last year's squad. Didn't get at least 10 catches. Now, for those the ones who actually qualified, the biggest numbers really, we'll do the FCS ones first. Daniel Viramontes, the junior transfer from Golden West Community College, 28 tackles and 2 sacks. You've got Corver Demma, the sophomore transfer from Northwestern College, so was a true freshman last year, 36 tackles, 4.5 sacks, and 3 forced fumbles. As for your FBS guys you got here, you have 3. Jay-Sean Kaufman, the redshirt senior, 11 tackles and a pass deflection. You have Cade Costas, the redshirt junior, 24 tackles and 1.5 sacks. And Michael Heidman, the redshirt senior, 28 tackles and 4 sacks. All 3 holdovers from last year's squad. So it'd be interesting to see who's going to end up getting the starting nods in there, because it's kind of an even case. It's going to be an interesting battle. Linebacker room has some playmakers. 3 big ones, really. Or 2 big ones, really. 4 past that? No. Yeah, Cairo Rhodes, the senior, and Kari Johnson, the redshirt sophomore. There's a bunch of redshirt freshmen and freshmen, but they didn't do anything, so I'm not even considering them right now for the rotation. You've got Xavier White, the sophomore, who was a true freshman last year. He recorded something, which is defensively is 10 tackles. Everybody here's FBS, and everybody here's a holdover from last year's squad in the linebacker room. You've got Fernando Sanchez, the third, redshirt senior, 27 tackles, 1.5 sacks. And here's your two beasts. Dakota Cochran, the redshirt senior, 54 tackles, 3.5 sacks, and 2 forced fumbles. And your number one tackler from last year back, Jordan Kwiatkowski, the senior, 96 tackles, an interception, and a pass deflection. So we got some playmakers here, a couple of them here, but not the depth I'd like to see. Now, as for the secondary, best room in the defense, best room on the team. It ain't even close, folks. Let's see here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 17 guys who legitimately got a shot. Who are the ones who didn't do anything? Not that many on this group. There are not that many that didn't contribute at least something. And that's Trey Liebhart, the redshirt sophomore, Jeremiah Alston Jackson, the redshirt sophomore, and Bryce Lambeth, the junior. They didn't record any stats last year. Bunch of players that did record stats. Actually, also Mark Allen Gay didn't record. He's a redshirt sophomore. He didn't do any either. Those who recorded at least some stats, which is 10 tackles or less than 10 tackles, 9 or less. Marcus Badgett, the redshirt senior. Ed Conneran, the redshirt junior. Akeem Snell, the senior. Jamari Allen, the redshirt sophomore, and Bryce Rowe, the redshirt freshman. But it's be interesting here. Now, as for the secondary, a lot of high tackle numbers. Which isn't good because that means your defense didn't stop anybody. So we're going to get to like the FCS ones. We have, I think we only have 2. We only have 2 in FCS, and both of them put up monster numbers. So I'm figuring they're going to do something. Elijah Gordon, the senior transfer from Saginaw Valley State, 70 tackles, 1 forced fumble, 4 picks, and 6 pass deflections. The other one's Maddox Blackwell, the senior transfer from Indiana State, 90 tackles, half a sack, 1 forced fumble, 1 pick, 4 pass deflections. So both of them make plays. So they ought to figure out and do something into this. I forgot somebody. Kyle Krebs, the redshirt junior. He didn't record any stats either. I forgot him. Give credit where credit's due here. Now, the ones in the FBS level who actually did some stats. We got 5. All right, we'll start with Brendan Diaz-Fernandez, senior, 14 tackles and a pass deflection. We've got Kalen Carroll, the redshirt junior transfer from Cincinnati, 19 tackles and a pass deflection. We have the top three here. Interesting. We got Jalen Jackson, the sophomore, holdover from last year's squad, 39 tackles and 3 pass deflections as a true freshman. You have Elijah Ricard, the redshirt senior, 56 tackles and a sack. And number 1, Caleb Spain, redshirt senior, holdover from last year's squad, just like Ricard was, 61 tackles, 1.5 sacks, and 6 pass deflections. Secondary is by far the best unit on the entire team, and problem is that can pose issues later on in the season. So, shall we get into this schedule prediction stuff here? All right. Central Michigan start off the season with 3 road games. They're all 4 of their non-cons are at the start of the season. They start the season with 3 road games. Yikes. All right. They start the season on the road at San Jose State. This is the season over for both schools. Ironically, both schools last time they met was in 1990. I had to look this up, and I was laughing. San Jose State won 48-24 in the California Raisin Bowl in Fresno, California. We need to get that one back because I'm going to be laughing my ass off on that one. But the California Raisin Bowl, we have claymation during the commercials. Probably did. San Jose State's got too much firepower. They're going to beat Central Michigan. Next week, they're on the road again at Pitt. Pitt plays Duquesne the week before. This is the first ever meeting between Central Michigan and Pitt's going to walk out with the win. Another loss for Central Michigan. Then they're on the road at Michigan in the Big House in Ann Arbor. Michigan plays at Oklahoma the week before, so there could be a little bit of a letdown here. Last meeting was in 2013. Michigan won 59-9 in Ann Arbor. Michigan's looking to go 5-0 all time versus Central Michigan, and they will. They're going to go 5-0 all time, and they're going to beat Central Michigan. So Central Michigan starts out the season 0-3. Last non-con against Wagner College. Wagner plays Marist at home the week before, and this is the first ever meeting between Central Michigan and Wagner. This is going to give you guys a leg up. You're going to beat Wagner, and you're going to get your first win on the year. Now you start off conference play. Home against Eastern Michigan. Eastern Michigan actually plays Louisiana at home the week before. And even though this is really early in the year, this is Eastern Michigan's homecoming game. Actually, not Eastern Michigan's homecoming game. Excuse me. I'm looking ahead the previous week they played, but the Louisiana game was their homecoming game. So there may be a bit of a letdown for Eastern Michigan. Last meeting was last year. Eastern Michigan won 38-24 at Ypsilanti, which is Ypsilanti, Michigan, which is where Eastern Michigan is. I looked at the rosters. This is a coin flip. Well, as far back as Eastern Michigan's been, of the Michigan schools, Western, Central, and Eastern Michigan's traditionally been the worst, but Central Michigan got decimated because of what happened. I look at the schedule here, and I look at the rosters. It's even pretty much because of the rosters across the board. So who's at home? Central Michigan is. So Central Michigan's going to get their second win on the year. Then they're going to go on the road at Akron for Akron's homecoming game. Akron plays at Toledo the week before, so that's going to be an emotional game for them. Last meeting was in 2023. Central Michigan won 17-10 in Mount Pleasant, Michigan, which is where Central Michigan's home stadium is. Akron just has too much firepower for you, so you're going to lose on the road at Akron. Then you get a bye week. You come out of the bye week at Bowling Green. Bowling Green plays Toledo at home the week before, so Toledo plays back-to-back of your opponents the week before, sort of. And you have a bye week, so you have time to rest up for them. Last meeting was last year, and Bowling Green won 23-13 in Mount Pleasant. I looked at the roster, and it's a simple question here. You have a secondary here, and they have a good run. They have some running backs who can run, so that's going to keep the front four busy, which we play action is going to keep them honest. Drew Pine, the former Notre Dame, Arizona State, and Missouri quarterback, is Bowling Green's starting quarterback. Can this secondary hold him back and keep on the front four, keep that running game where they can actually be competitive? And with a bye week, I don't think so. I'm picking Bowling Green to win that game. Then they're at home against UMass, and this is Central Michigan's homecoming game against UMass. UMass plays Buffalo at home the week before. Last meeting was in 2013. You're in the same conference, and it's been over 10 years. Actually, take that back. They haven't been in the same conference for a while. But last meeting was in 2013. Central Michigan won 32-0 in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. Central Michigan looking to go 3-0 all-time versus UMass. UMass's roster isn't actually that bad this year. It's on par, so I looked at this as a coin flip game too. Who's at home? Central Michigan. You're going to get the win there. Now you go on the road at Western Michigan, the battle for the Victory Cannon Trophy. Western Michigan plays at Miami, Ohio the week before. That's going to be a tough game for them. Last meeting was last year. Central Michigan won 35-28 in Mount Pleasant. Now they're on the road. I trust Western Kentucky. Western Michigan's roster more than yours. You're losing on the road at Western Michigan. Then you get your second bye week. And now Maction starts. Back-to-back Wednesday games. You're home. Hold on. My sheet here. Home against Buffalo on Wednesday night. Both schools have a bye the week before because it's a Maction game. Last meeting was in 2023. Buffalo won 32-13 at Buffalo. I look at this as rosters again. This is going to be close. This is a coin flip game for me because they're at home with the byes. It's going to be tight. I'm picking Central Michigan to beat Buffalo at home. Then they're on the road at Kent State. Kent State, the worst team in FBS. Kent State plays at Akron the week before. Last meeting was in 2021. Central Michigan won 54-20 in Mount Pleasant. 2021? You're in the same conference in 4 or 5 years? Well, you're on the road at Kent State, but just Kent State just does not have the firepower. I mean, this is going to be a squeaker for you, and it could be a battle. I'm picking you're winning at Kent State. And then you finish the season at home against Toledo. I actually covered this game in the Toledo preview and prediction video. You're losing at home to Toledo, which means Central Michigan finished the season. Ironically, crazy, as you noticed, a lot of the tougher teams on this schedule, they didn't play. Miami, Ohio's not on the schedule. Ohio's not on the schedule. They ducked a lot of the tougher teams in the MAC. So that gave them an advantage on this schedule, because I'm making them 5-7, 4-4 in conference, but they basically played a lot of the bottom feeders. That's the only reason the record is this good. If they played Miami, Ohio, maybe 3-9. You know, so it's just the fact the schedule worked out for them because they're playing weaker teams this year. But I've done enough yapping. And you let me know what you think about all this down in the comments. So thanks everybody for watching. If you haven't done it already, please do me the favor. Smash the like button. Hit the thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm. Helps the video be seen by more people. Comment on the video. We do this all the time on these preview videos. And Lord knows there's more coming. Whew. It's going to be non-stop videos all the way to the 23rd. A video a day pretty much. So get used to this mug. All right. I'm going to go through the schedule again without all the extras. Who wins these games? What's your prediction on Central Michigan's record? They start off the season 3 straight road games. At San Jose State, at Pitt, at Michigan. By the way, all the games, if I don't give the day, that means they're on Saturday. I don't put up the day unless it's a day other than Saturday. At San Jose State, at Pitt, at Michigan, home against Wagner, home against Eastern Michigan, at Akron, first bye week, out of the bye at Bowling Green, home against UMass, at Western Michigan, second bye, Wednesday night, Maction, home against Buffalo, Maction Wednesday night at Kent State, then back to a Saturday at home against Toledo. Take a look at the schedule. Tell me what you think about it down in the comments. Share the video if you want to. And if you haven't done it already, check out some of the other videos that I've done. If you like it, hey, subscribe to the channel. We reach 1K. The road to 2K is what this is going to be. Thanks to everybody who's been a part of this. I greatly appreciate every single one of you. If you want to follow me on X, the link is in the description. So again, thanks everybody for watching. We got more preview and prediction videos. I got more coming. It's going to be one a day, because in order to make this deadline, because after all these preview and prediction videos are done, I got 14 plus left. I have to do my top 25, my subscriber top 25, subscriber rankings for all those schools, plus the college football playoff, and actually was who winning the conferences, the college football playoff, and who's going to be the national champ. My predictions on that. So you got basically the subscriber rankings is one video, the top 25, one, and the conference champs with the playoff is a third video. So that's going to be 22nd, 21st, 20th. You know. So I got to get all done by the 19th. And when I said a while back that once May hits, it's going to be crazy, it has been. Actually, late May. Once that start hits and the portal closes, it was going to be a madhouse, and that's exactly what it's been. So, again, thanks everybody for watching. More preview and prediction videos. If also some news comes and breaks in, I might throw that in here too. Depends upon how it goes. I might be doing 2 videos a day if there's big news on there to make sure I get all these videos in time. Although I'm still pissed about Lincoln University in Missouri. They still don't have their damn top 2025 rosters up. They don't get that done in time before the start of the season, August 23rd, I will not be doing the video, because I'm not going to do the video after the season starts. I apologized to that Lincoln subscriber fan. I apologize for that. But if you can bug them as an alumni to let them know to get the damn roster out, please let me know. I've tried, and so far, nothing. So thanks everybody for watching. Everybody's having a great day. Be safe, and please be good to each other.